Hey there everyone, this is Lynn Christensen with Emerald Falls Quilts, and today I want to talk to you about backgrounds for your collage. So I have finished my Bison. He's, you really can't see him, he's under here, and he has been placed on the pattern ease, which is basically stabilizer that garment makers use to trace patterns. I use it as a base for my collage quilts so that I can build the background around the Bison. So the Bison is my main image. He has been finished, infused, and placed onto the pattern-ease. And now I'm auditioning fabrics for the background. Now the main thing to know with background and how I kind of decide what I need is I want him to look a little bit like he's in a field with the sky behind him, but I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy, and I don't want it to be like a very straight line of a horizon. So he is all warm tones. He is pinks and golds and yellows. So I want to make sure that if I use any warm tones in my background fabrics, that they are not coming in contact with him so that his image pops. Because if I put yellows right behind here, you won't really see the yellows of the Bison. So I'm focusing on cool tones for my backgrounds. I'm focusing on greens and blues and some purples. I also have some motifs already chosen, which these are pinks, which are warm. So when I add these motifs, I'll make sure they are not close to the Bison, that they are far away. So just because you have colors in your main image doesn't mean you can't have those colors in your background. You just don't want them next to each other, because that could cause your main image to blend into your background and you want it to pop. So what I've done is I've kind of loosely laid out what my plan is. This is not how it's going to end up looking at all when I'm done, but it gives me an idea of kind of where my thought process is going. So I have the greens. I have these trees that I will cut along these edges to create a really cool image there. I have this that I'm not sure if I'm going to use. I really like it, but I don't know if it's going to work with my background the way I'm envisioning it. And I don't know if these golds and browns are going to pull too much from the Bison. I have this motif that's a peacock tail, but I think that if it's just kind of coming in off a corner, it'll look really cool as its own little flourish. I love this with kind of the flowers in it. This has a lot of bright flowers. Now what I will do with this one is I will put this in the background, but then I'm also going to cut some of these little flowers out individually and sprinkle them around so it kind of pulls those colors across, so it's not just like green, green, green color. I've then taken the greens and kind of gone up here, but then I had this really cool fabric that kind of already goes from greens to blue. Now this one goes from golds to green to blue, and I probably will cut it and just use that green to blue part over here. I have these motifs with little clouds, and then this, so I have these for the sky. But I wanted to just share this process so that when you are looking for fabrics, which I know can be the challenging part, you know kind of what I do when I'm trying to decide on background fabrics versus my main image. So warm colors are my main image, cool colors are going to be my background, and that is how I'm going to start, and then I will build and play and make it a lot more cohesive than this crazy scrapbook looking thing that we've got going on here. All right, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments below. And if you have questions about collage or want to see some of the other collage videos, there is a whole playlist on just collage videos. So like and subscribe if you want to continue to see more of these videos, and go make something beautiful.